There is a claim at the root of the Gnostic writings, and it is a strange one to say out loud, that something in you is older than your body, and that you have forgotten it. This is a short teaching, and it is complete in itself. In a few minutes, we will lay out, plainly, what that tradition says has gone wrong with us, the simple shape of the way it offers home, and a practice you could begin tomorrow. Begin with the light. In a Sethian text called the Apocryphon of John, the secret book of John, the ultimate source has no name you can fix to it. You can only say what it is not a body, not a thing, not even rightly called a god. The text reaches for one image and calls it immeasurable light, and it says a portion of that light was placed hidden inside the human being. The secret book calls it the luminous Epinoia, the afterthought, the spark, set in you to wake your thinking, and named as greater than the powers that shaped your flesh. In the same text, that light has a voice. It descends into the sleep of the world to call its own kind, awake. Jesus, I am the forethought of the pure light. I am the thinking that dwells in the light. Hold all of this lightly as the tradition's own picture, a source beyond every name, a spark of it carried in you, a forgetting that veils it, and a call that comes to wake it. If that is the picture, one question follows at once. Why don't you feel it? Why doesn't the light simply announce itself? The tradition's answer is not sin and not guilt. Its word is forgetting. The secret book says we were made to drink a water of forgetfulness, so that we would not know where we came from, and would even forget that we had forgotten. On top of the forgetting, it lays a second thing, and this part you can actually watch. It calls it the counterfeit spirit, an overlay that runs your reactions for you, so that compulsion feels like your own free will. Strip away the ancient language, and it is something ordinary and verifiable, the autopilot. Habit, conditioning, the same reactions, firing on the same triggers, all day, without your consent. The texts keep reaching for one image for this state. They call it sleep. They call it drunkenness. The secret book's whole cry is to rise from a deep sleep. The Gospel of Thomas says it found people drunk, and not one of them thirsty. So the condition is not that you are bad, it is that you are asleep and living on automatic inside a fog. While underneath the overlay, a real, good, human aliveness is waiting to be turned back toward the light, not thrown away. And the way home has a simple shape. 5 movements, which overlap and which you return to for the rest of a life, not 5 steps you finish and leave behind. First, you wake. You catch yourself in the middle of the autopilot and feel the small click from trance into being present. This is the most immediate part of the whole path. You can feel it today. Second, you discern. Not by labeling every feeling, not me. That is its own trap. You learn to tell the driven, must act on it now compulsion, which you can set down, from the plain human feeling underneath it, which you meet and keep. You disown the hijacking, never the aliveness that was hijacked. Third, you turn inward. The philosopher Plotinus described it as simply turning around. Instead of always staring outward at things seen, you turn back toward the one who is doing the seeing. Fourth, you grow quiet and you listen. Here, the tradition's instinct is unusual. You are not trying to generate an experience. You are waiting the way the eye waits for the sun to rise, listening for the call with longing, not with force. And fifth, you carry the quiet back out. This is the movement that keeps the whole thing honest. A silence that leaves you serene, but no kinder has gone wrong somewhere. The rest is only real if it becomes love made ordinary. One actual act of kindness in the day you actually live in. Here is the essence of it, as a practice you could do tomorrow morning, in a few minutes, before the day takes you. Sit and let yourself settle. Let the breath lengthen and slow, roughly 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, about 6 breaths a minute. Be honest about why. Slow breathing of this kind calms the nervous system and steadies the body. That is a plain, checkable effect, not a magical one, and it is enough. As the body settles, carry one word on the breath, a single name for the source, or simply the listening itself. When a thought grabs you, notice the compulsion in it, set it down, and come back to the one word. Then stop even that. Let go of the searching and rest. Don't manufacture anything, just let the inner agitation thin out into stillness for a little while. That stillness is what the texts call repose, the coming home. And before you stand up, look at the ordinary room as though it were already enough. Jesus, the kingdom is spread out upon the earth, and people do not see it. Then choose one kindness to carry into the day. That is the whole short practice. Settle, breathe, listen, rest, and carry one act of love outward. One honest word before you go. None of this is offered as a promise to bend reality or to summon a state on command. It is a tradition's map of the inner life, offered as a practice. Hold the cosmology as its myth, not as physics, and test only what you can actually feel. The waking, the quieting, the steadier body, the small growth in kindness. And go gently. Intensive inner work can stir up strong states. Don't force it, don't chase intensity, and if you carry a history of serious mental health difficulty, do this alongside a professional or a teacher you trust. That is the short version. There is a longer companion teaching that walks the whole map slowly. The diagnosis, the path, and the full daily practice, with every claim named for what it is, what the texts say, what the tradition asks you to hold as myth, and what you can verify in your own body. And if you want the source itself, with nothing added, our companion channel, our hidden archive, reads these texts straight through, untouched. The secret book of John, the Gospel of Thomas, and the rest. So you can hear the words plainly and weigh them for yourself.